Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, October 23rd, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts. I'm going to start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. The futures have rolled over a little bit from last night. You can see right around here, around 11 o'clock, futures started to tumble. Really, the decline started to really come due to Asia. The Asian markets last night really fell hard, beginning with the Nikkei 225 index. That was down nearly 2% last night. That's not a move that people should take lightly. Nikkei falling pretty sharply, down about 2% last night. I'll show you a chart of that at the moment. Let's just get the Nikkei 225 up. And what you'll see right here, pretty good rollover. That's a pretty good sell-off, and traders should be well aware of that. So the Nikkei looks like it's starting to tumble over. The index has made a series of lower highs, which is never a positive sign. So good little rollover, down about 2% last night. We'll see what tonight brings us. But nonetheless, you got a pretty sharp rollover in the Nikkei 225. There's a big carry trade going on over there where you short the Japanese yen, you buy the Nikkei, you buy other Asian markets, you also buy the S&P 500, and you can see how the futures are down a little bit. Now, all in all, the futures today are off their worst levels. You could take a look here. They were down to around 1737.5, but now back up to 1742.50. So futures have caught a little bit of a bid off the lows this morning. We'll see if that can continue. Also last night, the Shanghai Composite tumbled about 1.25%. So a decent little decline in the Shanghai. I'll pull that chart up as well, and you can see what I'm talking about. So if you just take a look here at the Shanghai Composite Index, this has really been struggling over the past week or so, and a pretty sharp decline last night. I think this is going back down towards the 2100 level, but either way, pretty good little fall there. So we'll see how that all plays out going forward. But when Asia tumbles, it's never good for the mining sector, so you want to be a little bit careful today with any of the mining stocks. And earlier, Caterpillar came out with earnings, and you can see this stock is just tumbling over. Closed yesterday at $89.17, and today Caterpillar, after reporting earnings which were really dismal, the stock is trading at $85. Ultimately, it looks like Caterpillar should go lower. The only level I would even think there would be any kind of decent support would be around $83. There could be some short-term support, and I do have lower levels for some gap plays a little bit later. So right now, I would expect Caterpillar at least to fall to 83 before finding a little bit of chart support at the moment. Looking at some other stocks today in the news, you want to take a look at good old Caterpillar, and then follow that by Broadcom. So now we're jumping from mining equipment to basically semiconductors, and you can see this stock has really gotten hit hard last night after the closing bell. Broadcom reported earnings, traded at $27.14 into the close yesterday. Today it's trading at $25. I will have some gap levels for Broadcom. Some other stocks that really got hit, Panera Bread. This has been a market leader for a while. Not anymore. Panera Bread is getting hit today. This stock closed at $162.42, and today it's trading at $155. That's a pretty sharp decline, so we could look for further downside. In other news, you want to take a look at Netflix today. Looks like Carl Icahn dumped a fair amount of his stake in Netflix. Yesterday, the stock staged a huge reversal day. Look at the fall in this stock. It popped all the way to nearly $400, rolled over, finished the day around around 315, 320. Today it's trading at 316. This stock wants to go lower. When you get an outside day like that, you want to be very careful. I don't think Carl Icahn cut his entire stake, but I believe that he did cut a large portion of it. So whenever a big whale like that takes off, half his position, it's never a good sign. He has been one of the people supporting that stock for a while. But either way, pretty sharp decline there, and that stock should have lower price ahead. One level I would watch for Netflix would be around 290, 289. I think that's a pretty decent area for Netflix to get a little bit of a short-term bounce or at least some near-term support or some upticks around that level, but not until it gets to around $289. There's not much I would do beforehand in that equity. We do have a lot of gap plays today, I believe, on the list, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, a lot of gap plays. Another stock we're going to be looking at this morning is going to be Cree. Cree is a semiconductor maker of those LED light bulbs and things like that. So this stock is just getting annihilated. It closed at $74.32. Today it's trading at $61.86. So I will have some levels out here for Cree. For those of you that want to trade morning gaps with us, they'll be posted up in the chat room at 9 a.m. So we're going to see how that one plays out. But just a host of other stocks. There's so many today in play, so many stocks in motion. We should have really, really good volatility in the first 90 minutes. And as a scalp trader or a day trader, you want to take advantage of that. The first 2 hours are really the best 2 hours of the trading day. So with that said, I'm going to leave it there. Let's just, before we do sign off, let's take a look at oil and gold. Right now we do have oil trading down $1.67 to $96.63 a barrel. Take a look at the USO. USO is getting hammered today, trading down around $34.85. It did close at $35.41. Downtrend in oil is still intact. Oil does have further downside to go. It is getting a little bit oversold, so there are chances for some short-term bounces, but I am expecting oil to go a little bit lower here. In the money stocks traders, we did cover half of our short position in oil. We still are holding our second half position, so that's working out for us very, very nicely. So traders want to get all these trades, come on over to In the Money Stocks, sign up for our research center, and we'll show you everything that we're looking at, everything we're doing cycle wise as far as trend wise. But right now oil is tumbling lower. Looking at gold this morning, gold is getting hit a little bit. Gold is down about $8. Was down about $11 earlier. It's trading at $13.34 an ounce right now. If we take a look at the all-important GLD, which is a good proxy for gold, you're going to see that the GLD is trading around 128.88. It closed at 129.34, so it's not that big of a deal. Gold looks like it's just trying to consolidate yesterday's move. Gold did have a big surge yesterday, a pretty sharp move higher, so gold looks like it is just trying to consolidate, digest that move from yesterday, and may see some higher prices ahead. Yesterday I put out a little blog post saying that gold should, or the GLD rather, should trade up towards the 133 level, and I'm going to stick by that right now, even though gold is down a little bit this morning. So with that said, everybody, I'm going to leave it here short and sweet. I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.